Yo, 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 yo. What's poppin', everybody? Welcome to Straight Talk TV. Thank y'all for tuning in with me. If you haven't already, do me a big solid. Hit that subscribe button for me, y'all. Tap that little bell notification icon so you get notified with our latest content updates and information from me, Straight Talk TV. Hit that like button. Let YouTube know you rocking with this here content and you want to see more of it. You know what I mean? Help us get in the algorithm. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody out there. Um, Let's jump right into this. The YSL Young Thug Rico Trial Resumed Today, and today they had testimony from the security guard from the mall about some hoverboards. I don't know how you can really, you know, try to tie some hoverboards to criminal activity in a RICO trial, but this is what the prosecution is, you know what I'm saying, putting before the jury in a RICO trial. I just think it's absurd. For real. I really do. But let's check this out. Let's jump into this, y'all.
At this point in time, continuing with the presentation of the state's case. As I mentioned earlier, we'll go ahead and by the end of business today, we'll go ahead and take up kind of our plan for the next 2 or 3 weeks to kind of give you some indications as to now since the beginning of the year. I'm sure that there are other things that you need to kind of business-wise you need to take attention to. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to do so. So we'll talk about that certainly end of the day or no later than tomorrow, okay? All right, so with that.
The monotone, let me just say this real quick. The monotone that this judge talks with, it just tells me that he is totally like checked out of this case. I mean, I get the impression from this judge that if he didn't have to be there, he wouldn't be there. Like he is totally uninterested in this case.
State, if you call your next witness, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, state will be continuing with Act 51 where we left off. The state called the White House.
All right, summon Dwight Hutchins, please.
And this is the mall security guard that they're calling up to the stand right now.
Okay, we'll just see how it goes. Mr. Hutchins, good morning, sir. Come on up.
Come on up to the stand, sir. Come on up. For real. Come on down to the Price is Right.
Mr. Hutchins, would you prefer to say where you are? Would you like to be assisted into the witness stand? Your choice. Okay, all right. Let's see if we can't.
Y'all see that? Look at the judge's ear. This judge got some bling bling in his ear, boy. Look at that. Look at that big old diamond he got in his ear. This judge blinged up on the stand. Bling bling. Every time I sit on the bitch, bling bling.
We're gonna turn you so everybody can see you. Okay. To begin with, is that okay? All right. Christine, you okay?
Yes.
All right. All right. Mr. Hutchins, let me get you to raise your right hand if you're able to do so, sir.
Raise right hand.
All right, go ahead.
Do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, sir?
Yes. Speaking to the mic. Yes. All right,
Tell the
Mr.
truth.
spell your first and last name for the court so you can put your head down. Speaking to
My first name is Dwight, D-W-I-G-H-T. My last name is Hutchins, H-U-T-C.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. This guy sound like they went got him out of the nursing home. No offense, no disrespect, but Why is the prosecution calling these geriatric patients to the witness stand to talk about, y'all gonna see in a minute, to talk about some hoverboards? Now, I just don't understand how this testimony is supposed to back up a Rico case. Like, it doesn't make sense. But y'all gonna see. I'm telling you, gonna see.
He said, anyways,
And good morning, Mr. Hutchins. How are you?
I'm good.
And Happy New Year to you.
Thank you.
Mr. Hudson, do me a favor. I want you to yell in that microphone, okay? So we can all hear you, all right?
Speak up, sir. You gotta talk louder. Talk a little louder now.
Or I put it this way, use your outside voice. Let's see how that goes. Can we do a test?
Testing.
All right, okay. Just try and keep that level up, if you wouldn't mind for us, okay?
All right.
All right, thank you, sir.
And Mr. Hutchins, where are you from?
Atlanta, Georgia.
All right. And do you currently reside within the Metro Atlanta area?
No, I live in Loganville.
Okay. And how long have you been in Loganville?
Look at Young Thug's face. Hold up. Did y'all see Young Thug's face? He wanted to laugh at this dude so bad. I guarantee you he was thinking the same thing that I just said. Where did they find these geriatric patients at? For real. I guarantee you he wanted to say the same thing I just said. You could look at his face. He wanted to laugh so bad, but it wouldn't have looked good if he'd have burst out laughing in court at this dude. But yeah, you could look at his face and tell that he wanted to laugh so bad.
You said a year and a half? Okay. And are you currently working?
No,
Why aren't you working?
because I had a stroke.
How long ago did you have your stroke?
Okay, so he had a stroke. That's the reason why he's in the condition that he's in. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad he made it through it. I'm glad he's, doing good. You know what I mean? I just think this prosecution is doing a terrible job with trying to find witnesses. Y'all shouldn't even have called this man to the witness stand. There is nothing that you're going to hear in this testimony that backs up or supports any kind of a RICO charge against anybody for this incident that they're going to talk about. It was no reason to have this man who suffered a stroke on this stand. It's no reason for it. Y'all gonna see.
Right back when COVID started, 2020.
And with you having a stroke, has it affected your memory at all?
Yes.
Now, let me ask you,
Whoa,
prior
whoa,
to
whoa,
having a stroke,
whoa. Did y'all hear that? This man done had a stroke and it has affected his memory. But yet, the prosecution is going to try to use this dude as a witness, and a witness at that, to something that doesn't even like incriminate anybody as far as any kind of organized criminal activity. Man, this is straight ludicrous.
work?
Yes.
What type of work did you do?
Security.
And how long were you in the security industry?
Give us think about 25 years.
25 years in security business.
And while in the security industry, did you ever work for Velour Security Services?
Yes, I have.
And if you can recall, approximately when did you work for Velour Security Services?
About from 2013 to 2015.
And when you worked for Velour Security Services between 2013 and 2015, did you have a particular location that you were responsible for securing?
We secured the whole mall.
And when we say the whole mall, which mall are you referring to?
Perimeter Mall.
And did you work at Perimeter Mall for the entirety of that 2013 to 2015 period?
Yes.
When you worked at Perimeter Mall, what were some of your job duties and responsibilities?
To help out people to go to accident scenes, wherever they may be.
You said to go to accident scenes? And you shook your head, is that a yes?
Yes.
And is that accident scenes within the mall?
Yes.
Did you ever have the responsibility for patrolling outside of the mall as well?
Yes.
Man, this dude should not be on the stand.
Within Perimeter Mall, was there a particular unit or area where the security team was housed if you weren't patrolling? Did you have an office area?
Yes.
And in that office area, was that a shared space or did you have your own individual office within the security office area?
All of the officers shared that area.
I can tell you right now, if I was sitting on this jury, I would be mad. I would have been mad today that I had to sit through this and listen to this pointless testimony. I would be highly agitated sitting in the jury pool, like, really? This is what we talking about today? Really?
And was that area a secured area?
Yes.
And just generally, if there was an incident that occurred at the mall, say an accident or anything like that, would you have to make an incident report, an internal incident report?
Yes.
And generally, when there was, say, an accident at the mall, did you always have to call outside law enforcement, or was that only on certain occasions?
No. It was only a certain occasion.
Why would you have to call law enforcement out?
If somebody slipped and fell and hurt themselves, well, catalytic converters, things of that nature.
And we say catalytic converters, what do you mean?
They were cutting them off.
They were cutting them off at the mall.
Yes.
Like people would come up and cut off people's catalytic converters.
So they talking about catalytic converters. They talking about catalytic converters being cut off of people's cars at the mall. Now, keep in mind, nobody in YSL has been accused of or is accused of cutting off catalytic converters at the mall. Let me just point that out.
If there were any crimes like theft, would you have to call the police?
I wouldn't have to call him per se.
Okay. Who would have to call?
Mr. May.
Mr. May. And who was Mr. May?
He's director of security.
He was director of security. And was Mr. May your director of security the entire 2 years that you were at Perimeter Mall?
Yes.
As your supervisor, what was some of his responsibilities? As Mr. May, he was your supervisor?
He was over the whole department.
And do you know, as his job over the entire department, some of his responsibilities?
No.
Would he sometimes be called to assist you if you needed assistance?
If I called him.
Now, I want to direct your attention to July of 2015. Were you working for velour services at Perimeter Mall?
Yes.
And taking you back to July 2015, which is a while ago, did you have the occasion to encounter a group of men on hoverboards?
Yes.
If you can
Okay, now y'all hear what we here for. they finna get to talking about hoverboards. Hoverboards in the mall in a Rico case. How does hoverboards in the mall equate to a Rico case? I would love to know. But here we go. Let's check it out.
So, Drew, what do you remember about your first encounter with them?
My first encounter was when I spoke to him. I explained the policy that it could be injured and liability issue. One guy stepped down, and then the other guy said, "Get back on your board."
So, how many guys were on hoverboards?
2.
Right. And you were explaining to them.
So it's 2 guys in the mall, 2 of them on hoverboards. Neither one of them is Young Thug. He told them they couldn't ride the hoverboards in the mall. One guy stepped down, and the other guy told him to get back up. That's what we have here so far, people. Like, this is a Rico trial, and we're talking about 2 guys in the mall on a hoverboard.
Why they could not be on hoverboards?
Yes.
Right. And was that part of the mall policy why they could not be on hoverboards?
Yes, due to liability issue.
And I believe you just said, I just want to clarify that when you spoke to them, one person got off the hoverboard, the other remained on the hoverboard. And you're shaking your head, is that a yes?
Yes.
And the one who stayed on the hoverboard, I believe your testimony was, he told the other person to get back onto their hoverboard.
Correct.
But even still, how does saying get back on your hoverboard ties into organized criminal activity? How does that equate organized criminal activity? How does one guy telling another guy to get back on your hoverboard equate to gang activity or any other stuff that we're supposed to be listening to or therefore in the trial? Yeah, this is why I say I would be mad if I was a juror on this case today, because none of it makes sense. But let's get back to it.
Once that occurred, what, if anything, did you do as it relates to those 2 individuals still on their hoverboards?
I just kept explaining the policy.
And did they say anything to you as you kept on explaining their policy? Your policy, y'all.
They said they were leaving.
What was their demeanor?
I get tormented. It's all right.
So you told them they couldn't ride the hoverboards in the mall, and they told you they was leaving. How was this some type of major issue to be bringing up in a major case like this? Like, I'm not getting it. Like, this is preposterous.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Toward me, it was okay.
Towards you, it was okay. All right.
So y'all heard the security guard say that their demeanor towards him was
Now, when
okay.
they did not get off of their hoverboards, what did you do?
I called Mr. May.
And why did you call Mr. May?
That's for his job. When I can't handle something, I call him.
When you can't do what? I can't.
Handle something.
And when you say you can't handle something, what couldn't you handle with this particular incident?
Well, they kept riding, and I ain't gonna put my hand on nobody. So I called him. Let him explain it to him.
And were you able to reach Mr. May?
Yes.
All right. And did Mr. May, what happened with Mr. May?
He asked for my location. They came to my location.
All right. And what location were you at the time?
Champs,
And what type of store was Champs?
a shoe store.
And when Mr. May got to the shoe store, what happened?
I advised him of my situation, and he went and spoke to him.
And what happened when he began to speak with them?
They were leaving, so he said they're leaving anyway.
And what was their demeanor like when they said that they were leaving?
I mean, I don't know what you mean by it.
Okay.
Were they hostile or what?
Yeah. How were they acting?
They were acting normal. They were just riding.
They were just riding. All
They
right.
was acting normal and they was just riding.
All right. And did they get off the hoverboard?
No,
All right.
How is this criminal
What happened
activity?
next?
we escorted them to the front of the mall.
How is this criminal activity and to the level that it would have to come up in a Rico trial? Like, man, prosecution, y'all gonna have to y'all gonna have to do better than this if you gonna try to prove some type of Rico organized criminal activity.
Up the escalator.
And were they still on the hoverboards when you
Yes.
put them out the mall?
Yes.
All right. And what happened after you escorted them out the mall?
We escorted to the valet where they were parked.
All right. And did you go down to the valet area where they were parked?
Yes.
All right. What happened once at the valet area?
During that time, I kind of checked out because we already got them at the mall, so it's all good.
Okay. You said you checked out because it was all good at that point. All right. Did you hear them saying anything at that point?
I just heard a lot of profanity.
And who was giving profanity?
I'm not sure.
Oh, you don't know which one? Okay. Do you remember any
So
specific
somebody
they
was
were saying?
cussing. So somebody was using profanity. How is this even an issue in a country where we have freedom of speech? We have a First Amendment that protects freedom of speech, but yet they're bringing up, oh, somebody said some profanity in a court. Y'all supposed to be proving that it was some gang activity, it was some criminal activity going on to the level that you could say it was organized crime. Riding hoverboards and somebody cussing you out don't raise to the level that you could say it's organized criminal activity to me. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. This doesn't equate to the level that you could say, oh, this was organized criminal activity because you told somebody to get off a hoverboard and they cussed you out. But let's go.
And you said they were yelling profanity. Was it the individual on the hoverboard yelling profanity?
Just the guys in the car.
Just guys in the car. How many guys were in the car?
3 or 4.
So it wasn't even the guys on the hoverboard who cussed you out. It was 3 or 4 guys in the car and one of them cussed you out. Wow, that's a major gang activity right there, folks. Instead of drive-bys, they doing word-bys. That's a major gang activity right there, boy. Woo! Boy, they life was in danger. They did a word-by. Well, let's go, man.
And today, so you don't recall what they were saying?
No.
No. Okay.
He don't even know what they were saying. For real.
Now, back in 2015, did you have to make a report to the police regarding what happened at the mall with these two individuals on hoverboards?
I don't think they were in a police report.
Did you ever remember talking to the police about what happened?
No.
You don't remember?
So y'all hear this? We are in court, or they're in court, talking about an incident that didn't even raise to the level that they felt like they had to call the police. This incident wasn't even on a level where they felt like they needed the police, but yet we're talking about it in a Rico trial. Think about that, people. The mall people didn't even feel the need to call the police, but they bringing this up in a trial. Wow.
Okay. I'm going to, do you ever remember writing a statement?
No.
Okay. Do you ever remember seeing a statement with your signature on it?
Yes.
All right. Permission to approach, Your Honor?
You may, madam.
I believe the defense counsel all has this statement, but I'm going to show this to Mr. Hutchins. Ms. Hutchins, I'm going to show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 190P. And looking at State's Exhibit 190P, do you see your signature on State's Exhibit 190P?
It looked like mine, but it's
Now, I want y'all to keep in mind, this guy doesn't even remember this statement. He doesn't even remember signing this statement. And y'all heard him just say that no police was called. But yet, here comes the prosecution with a statement, and it's a type statement, and he said he don't even remember signing it. That's crazy. But here we go.
it's not mine.
It looks like your signature, but it's not your signature.
That's how I write now.
Y'all hear that? He said it looked like my signature, but it's not my signature. So did you sign it or did you not sign it?
That's not how you write now.
I write like this now.
Okay, but back in, you're saying, but back in July of 2015, that's not how you wrote.
No.
All right. Let me ask you, looking at that document though that has your name on it, is there a date indicated on that document?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, but you have an objection?
Yes.
Basis.
Document has been,
Basis.
a document has been disowned. There's no foundation.
Foundation, okay, that's what we're looking for, all right.
Your Honor, it's impeachment.
Y'all heard what the lawyer said. He's objecting because the statement that they're trying to show the jury has been disowned by the witness. The witness said he doesn't remember the statement and he doesn't remember signing the statement. Therefore, the statement is invalid because the witness has disowned the statement. Golly, and it's not even nothing that really ties or says anything about organized criminal activity.
And he's saying I don't want to do a speaking.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna overrule your objection, so you may proceed this time.
Is there a date on that document?
Yes.
Okay, what is the date?
7/7/2015.
Okay. And in looking at the document, you've had the opportunity to read this document previously?
Yes.
Okay. And is this document written in first person, meaning as if you wrote the document?
Your Honor, same objection.
Given what I've learned already by the witness, I'm gonna give him a little attitude, Mr. Chair. I'm gonna overrule your objection, okay? Ordinarily, I wouldn't allow them to leave, but I'm gonna, in this particular circumstance, make an exception, okay?
Is it written in first person?
Yes.
Okay. And so it says I, Officer Hutchins, right?
Correct.
Okay. And this document also has a date in which it was written. right?
Yes.
What is the date that the document was written?
July 7, 2015.
All right. And this same document was written closer in time to the incident that we're referring to, which was July 2015.
I can't say.
You can't say.
Did y'all hear that? This document wasn't even written on the same day the incident happened. This statement was not even given, written, or thought about on the day that this incident would happen. And on the day that this incident happened, these security guards didn't even feel that it was to the level that they needed the police that day. Man, this is crazy.
But there's your signature.
It looked like mine, but it's not mine.
All right. And there's a date of July 7, 2015.
Ask and answer.
I stand the objection.
And today you're saying that you did not write this statement.
I don't recall
You don't
writing
recall?
this statement.
Okay. All right. And you do not recall writing the statement.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. He don't remember the statement. He don't remember signing the statement. But yet here he is talking about the statement in a Rico trial about something as preposterous as riding hoverboards in the mall. Talking, and we're on in the trial listening to a security guard say that he don't remember this statement. He don't remember signing this statement, and the statement wasn't even given or taken on the same day the incident happened. Wow.
Thank you.
Who made that objection? I'm sorry?
Objection as an answer.
I sustain the objection.
Now, a few weeks ago, do you recall one of my investigators coming to your home?
Yes.
All right. And when my investigator came to your home, did the individual show you this document?
On his phone, yes.
Okay. And do you recall what you told him about your signature when he showed you the document on the phone?
Correct.
Okay. And what did you tell him about your signature?
I said at that time, it looked like mine.
Okay. And this same signature, was this the same document that he showed you on the phone?
It was so small I couldn't hardly see it, but it looks a bit the same.
So y'all go to a man's home who suffered a stroke, has memory loss, and show him a statement on a phone screen. And y'all just heard this man say he couldn't even read it. He couldn't even see it. It was on a phone screen. Wow. Boy, this prosecution is reaching. I'm talking about, boy, they reaching harder than a basketball foul.
It looks to be the same document. Okay. Now, Mr. Hutchins, as it relates to, you said that you kind of had to escort these individuals from the hoverboards out of the mall. Was this your first time ever having to escort anyone out of the mall?
No.
And when you previously had to escort individuals out of the mall, do you always have to call the police when you're trying to escort individuals out of the mall?
Objection relevance.
I sustain the objection.
On this incident day, back in July 2015, were the police called after this interaction with the individuals on hoverboards?
Yes, they were called, but I didn't call.
You did not call, but they were called. All right.
So y'all heard that, right? They was called after the fact. These people, they told them to leave the mall. These people left You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they cut somebody out. You know what I mean? But it's free speech in this country. You know what I mean? But they was called after the fact. These people are already gone. It's not like they still there. They were called after the fact.
Now, back in 2015, when you first encountered the individuals on hoverboards, did you know their names or who they were?
No.
Okay. Back in 2015, is it safe to say you had never met those individuals prior to that interaction that you had with them on the hoverboards?
Correct.
All right. And at the conclusion of the interaction with those males, did you learn their names at any point in time?
After they left the mall,
How did you learn their names once they left the mall?
well, they are people that recognized them.
People at the mall had recognized them?
Right.
Okay. And who did you learn it to be?
Well, I don't remember the name.
You don't remember who it is. All right.
And neither one of them was Young Thug. Neither one of those guys was Young Thug. And he don't even remember who they said the guys' names was. But we know Young Thug was not one of them. This is crazy, y'all. But yeah, this is the testimony today from the security guard at the mall, man. And y'all heard the testimony, right? I just don't see how. I just don't see how that equates to being brought up in a Rico trial. This little minor incident right here. This was a minor incident. How does this incident raise to the level of organized criminal activity or gang activity? Like the prosecution is totally reaching. This is a pure reach. Why would you even bring this up? Why trouble this man and have this man who suffered a stroke and can barely get around, barely can speak, doesn't really remember anything, has memory loss? Why would you trouble this man and have him come all the way down to the courthouse, come all the way into the courtroom, get up on the witness stand and testify to this minor incident? I just don't get it. People like, maybe I'm missing something, but like, this does not help the case in any way, shape, form, or fashion. It just doesn't. I don't understand what they was trying to prove with this, man, but man, maybe y'all can tell me, man. Hit the comment section down below. Let me know what y'all think about this whole situation. If you haven't already, do me a big solid. Hit that subscribe button for me. Y'all tap that little bell notification icon so you get notified with the latest content, updates, and information from me, Straight Talk TV. Hit that like button. Let YouTube know you rocking with this shit content and you want to see more of it. And I will catch you guys on the next go round. I'm up out of here, man.